Shalado, 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 shalado. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, we'll take our time to go through. We will take our time to go through the BTC world. BTC world. We'll be taking our time. What do you want to? What you want to? What you want to? What you want to do? What you want to? What you want to do? What you want to do? What you want to do? What you don't do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you wanna do? What you wanna do? What do you wanna do? What you gonna do? What 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 you want to do? What you gonna do? What you want to do? What you gonna do? What you want to do? What you gonna do? What you want to do? What you gonna do? What you want to do? What you gonna do? We live in the life of saints. Oh, what do you say you love me? Oh, what you want to do? What you have to lose is in no good choose. What you want to do? What you want to do? What you gonna do? What you want to do? What you gonna do? I see the light and it's light from above. I see you walking alone. See sky up above. I see it. See sky from above. I have. See sky from above. See sky from above. I know soil blade. See sky from above. Living your life, then you saw it alright into the sky. Living your life into the sky. Oh, saying, do you wanna call everything you say into the world? Oh, saints, what you have to do into the world? Oh my God, oh my God. Into the world of creation. There you have it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, sense of into the deep, calling on, have it all. Oh, saints, do it all again. I'll be strong to weak it all. Oh, saints, oh, you have to go. Okay, this guy failed. Yeah. Okay. I'm carrying out some theses here, and from the look of things, all right. So I want to check something. So I noticed something quite interesting from probably most of what I see here. Um, so I believe at the time price was trading here, we'll be looking for it. Maybe the next day, same thing. Okay, right? Yeah. But once we start seeing this, so we know we are in for some nice heebie-gidgy. Heebie-gidgy. So if you look at this, as a complete violation, we'll see what's going to happen here, but it's a very tight place to be in. But if we are taking cognizance of for every time it comes below, you can see it was a red, so I don't know what okay, let's say this guy was a sell. Okay, I'll pull up this one. This is on DXY. No, we don't want to be on DXY anymore. I want to check it out on EURUSD. So we have a couple of guys. We have one. Let me check this one. So from here, I want to see what happened here first of all. So if I pull up my time frame down to the 5 money. So it's meant to be a sell off. Okay, so we are anticipating a sell off, and of course, be it as it may, he gave a very nice sell off there, very nice one there. That was a very nice sell off there. Was a sell off, okay? Before price now came here, and of course, gave us the reverse. Okay, it works. Let's get down to the dominant down fang 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 fang. So we're back to the 1 daily time frame again. Okay, that was for that day. So let's look at this guy here. Mama, what the hell with this guy? Let's go down to the 5-minute time frame. Carrying out some very nice, interesting hypoaces. That was the last guy at the top. Okay, so there you have it. It came here, did an upward, bang bang, downward, of course, completed the signings. Then here also you can see it, bang bang, completed the signing. You can't do anything about that, so that's a very good one. I think I like what I see for the most of it. I like what I see for the most of it. One thing that I see, I'll take it easy. Then I look at again and I saw the pattern. Now I'm trying to figure out it more now. I just wanna push it out, KKK, since on that. So that didn't work. I want to see what happened the next day. The next day came. Ooh, some guy is swiping something. I think he's selling off. So here again, we'll go over to the 5-minute time frame. This guy is a complete mutual call. This was what I was waiting for, but now they've done the whole damage control and blah 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 shit and all of that. Now price is on its way to the upside. I'm not surprised. Alright, so this is the next day of that day, so we expect a buy, and of course that didn't happen. Okay, it happened much later in the day. Oh, ooh la la. It works. It works, guys. I think I just unlocked another level, guys. It works. I tell you, it works. Alright, so the next day, okay, so this day closed completely, of course. So the next day starts, sorry. Okay, so this, we expect this to be a down. Now this guy has crossed over, we expect this guy to be a buy, okay? We use the previous day to decide what's going to happen on the next day. So if we should stand on that protocol, all right, so we are of the opinion that this will be a buy, all right, whereas that did not see where the buy came in. Cool, this was it here. Give us exactly the buy here, and of course it completely bought. Here was a downward move. Do we want to take it? I'm not so sure, but if you look at it here, you will see this is a very nice entry there on the afternoon, and that's that for that. Okay, so let's head on to the next guy. So since this guy is a buy, we expect the next day to be a buy. Let's look for what price did on the 5-minute time frame for that particular guy there, and there you have it right there. Of course, we came in, price swiped up, but did we take it? Nope. Wait, it was a buy, right? Yeah, it's a buy. So waited for it, nothing happened the whole day. It was just a simple sell-off price here and there. So that's that for that particular guy. Move back again to the daily time frame. Of course, that guy didn't give us the buy we wanted, but of course it closed still above it. So the next day candle, of course, we're resuming it again on a buy because of what? It's trading above the 9 EMA. Okay, so we just have to then come down to the 5 minutes again with that particular vertical line that I dropped. Just have to look for it here. Of course, that's it right there. And what did you consider this to be again? Is it a buy? Yeah, we'll consider it to be one more buy, right? Yeah, we consider it to be one more buy, and of course we saw a very nice accumulation here. Swipe down on the participant kind of thing, blah blah bang, ooh la la. Okay, so this one is on Friday. Okay, so that's the guy for that. So what do we do again? We come again on the daily time frame. Of course, this guy was at the top. The next day here also we expect a buy, considering the fact that the previous day traded above the what do you call it, traded above the 9 EMA. Okay, so now we move the vertical line. We do what we normally do. We head straight to the 5 minute, look for the vertical line and see how price behaved for that day. Already we have an idea we should be looking for a buy on that particular guy right there. And of course we saw a very nice accumulator bounce. All of them got rejected up to this point here. So even if we entered anything here, most likely we'll be getting a complete break even before price goes against us. Okay, so it still looks okay. Let's see what the afternoon did. Also, we're looking for a buy, but that didn't happen this time around. It ushered us on in for a sell, and of course the sell took over the price. Okay, which is fair enough. Which is actually fair enough. Alright, so we come again on the daily time frame because of course we are actually trying to see a possibility of harnessing the daily time frame to increase our confidence level in our executions. Okay, so at the time price closed below there, of course the next day, which is where I'm moving this horizontal line to, will be for a sell setup. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll go back down again on the 5 minute time frame, get to the particular day, And of course, since we are looking for shorts or sell in the market, this is the price here. Very nice accumulator. Give the confirmation around there. Of course, you enter with your stop loss all the way there. We can see price tapping the 100 EMA there. At that point, I'll be breaking even. Price breaks us even, and data continued selling off. But I most likely will not be, participating in that market, considering the fact that there's a lot of wiggle going on right there. So that's that for that. The next guy, of course, since that guy is staying below, we're still looking for a sell opportunity. Now I've moved the vertical line to that particular day. I just have to now go and look for any sell opportunity there. No sell opportunity came in. So that particular guy is a no trading day. Alright, so again we head straight back to the daily time frame once more. Of course, that guy traded below, so we expect the next day to be a bearish move. Alright, so what do we do? Now we've moved the vertical line to that particular day. I need to go to the 5-minute time frame. I see the behavioral pattern. Okay, the behavioral pattern. So now just have to find the vertical line. Then we are meant to be looking for a sell, right? Yeah, we are meant to be looking for a sell. The opportunity came, but you can see price pretty much sold off completely, but still, yeah, it was just destined to. Okay, so we can consider this guy here. Remember, this guy gave a very nice up move here. The stubble stairs, kick it down, and down it goes. We can also consider that, but all right, so we go again. That day the workout. The next day, of course, we expect a sell. So the next day comes, we go again to the 5-minute time frame. Okay, go again to the 5-minute time frame. So if you pay attention to what I've been doing here, you would most likely see that I just wait for price to give me what it wants to give me. So an example would be this guy here. Very nice. But do I want to take it here? No, not really. Okay, so what we did, came up. Well, if you really look at it, you see that Not much opportunity was given except this guy here, which price that used. Apart from that, I don't think I'll be trading this day. Although when I see this, it looks good. This is a very nice setup. You can take it, but bruh, I don't want to be trading against the price now. So that's that for that particular guy. So again, price is below, although you can see some level of higgy right there. So on the next day again, we expect a selling market. At least our bias will be tilted towards that. It's only now combination of that with the setup you see will make the difference. Okay, so we are still of the opinion that the market will sell. What did we see? Price came in. Look at this, very nice sell off completely. Very nice. I love this. This is on the 5-minute time frame, okay, which is very good. We'll go to the next one. All right, so the next one, we are still below, so we expect the next day to still be a selling market. Of course, we'll go again to the 5-minute time frame. All right, come to the 5-minute time frame. We'll look for the vertical line, which is around here. So what do we consider? We consider it to be a sell, right? Yeah, we consider it to be a sell. And of course, very nice accumulation, manipulated slightly at the top there, gave us the confirmation. And of course, the sell-off came in completely right about there. So that's a very good one right there. Okay, so that's that about that. So again, we are still below. We expect this guy to be a sell. All right, let's see what the market did for that particular day. That's the vertical line there. Okay, we expect it to be a sell, right? Okay, but this time around we're expecting a sell, but price opened up, started going down. First of all, came up, not anything of interest to us, so we leave it alone. Nothing to write home about on that guy, which is good. But immediately after that, the next day is of the buy, so the trajectory changes at that point where we are now above the 9 EMA line. So what we now do is as simple as still going down to the 5-minute time frame. Then we'll now look for only buy setup. Okay, we'll look for only buy setup. So if you look at what we have here, very nice. This was an accumulator, so it was a bit dicey figuring this guy out here, but eventually price came up and balanced out. But the thing here is it's a buy, so what you would have done is, if you really mean it the way you wanted to, maybe you could do this, and it would have been way better. But that's by the way. So on the 5-minute, we saw that guy ended up buying, but didn't give us any good opportunity out there to partake in that particular move, so leave that one out. All right, so again, that guy didn't give much. Why? Wait, let me go back again. because I honestly feel like I should get some reasonable price action there. Yeah. I didn't get any reasonable price action there, so it only makes sense that I go to the next one. So now on the next one, we expect it to be a buy. So the daily bias for us is a buy. We don't overcomplicate it or start looking at it much more than what it should be. Oh my god. a buy. Okay, we want to buy, we want to buy you. We want to buy, we want to buy you. We want to buy you, we want to buy you. We want to buy you, we want to buy you. So one thing you need to know is when we have to go is when we have to go is when we have to go is one thing you need to know is when we have to go when we have to go is when we have to go when we have to go is when we have to go. All right, still good. Ended up buying, but we had a very nice higgy haga here. But what I would have done was wait for price to, of course, start taking out this guy. This guy will be our low, and of course this guy will be our limit there. But there is a big board there, brothers and sisters. I might not be partaking in that, so go to the next guy. I like when I do my back testings this way. So the next guy, we expect a buy also for the next day. Of course, we've moved our vertical line, and of course we'll come here again. We'll see the vertical line, we'll look for what happened that day. Of course, we are looking for a buy, whereas this guy gave us a selling setup, and also this guy gave us a selling setup. So that was pretty much it for this guy. And considering the fact that we saw some level of how would I put it now, yeah, this was a little bit more clearer, and you see how that sold off. But we're looking for a sell off there, so it would have been a very weird one because we see how price was just going down. So if we are picking our hypothesis from the daily time frame, I wouldn't be jumping on that guy. But again, the next day is still above the 9 EMA, so we should be looking for a buy setup. So now we are in it. We've moved the vertical line, a buy setup, very nice. Look at this guy here. Accumulation manipulated down, came up, went down, came up, went down, came up, went down. It did all of this, coming up, go down, coming up, go down kind of thing, and eventually I think price little buy. We have this guy here up. Okay, yeah, we have these two here, so we can categorically say these two here, but it will stop us out of break even at some point. Coming up here again, very nice double, but yeah, at this point here saturated, stop me out on break even again. Here, nice accumulation manipulation. This would have been the entry here. Okay, this is the perfect entry here, and of course that's exactly what it is. Almost gave a 2-to-1, almost. Eventually came down. The rest is story, but yeah. Okay, I like the fact that the relativity and the reactions that I'm expecting from this back testing is actually very quite interesting, because you see what I do, I'll just come pick out. If I go to the daily time frame, I have the 100 EMA, the 9 EMA. So whenever price is trading above the 9 EMA, what I'm looking for that particular day will be only for buys. Okay, So again, in the next candle here is actually trading above the 9 EMA. So I'll move the vertical line again to the next day, and of course I will go to the 5-minute time frame and see how so if I come here now, let me move this guy here. I want to see something to be sure that I'm actually doing it correct. Yes, I'm doing it correct. I'm doing it 100% correct. Okay, so back to the daily time frame. We stopped at here, and of course you can see that guy is trading above the 9 EMA. So for that day we should be looking for buys only. So now if I go to the 5-minute time frame, I'll look for the vertical line. That's the vertical line there. Then we'll look at the price action for that day. Remember, the daily bias for that day is bullish, or for the buys. All right, in the morning we did not see the setup we want. In the afternoon we saw a very nice accumulation here, very nice accumulation here. And of course, if we took this guy into consideration, nice tap down, we have the first push up here, ended up failing again to come swipe this guy out, bounce it up, bringing it back up again. But at the time they are done with that, I think this market will eventually stop me out on break even, considering accumulation, manipulate down, up, accumulation again, accumulation again. At the time price will be expanding here, I'll most likely be looking for ways to break even on that market. So of all the guys we've seen, this guy is one that didn't perform so fantastic, but still picking your bias from the daily is very, very good. And I can even categorically tell you the reason why that guy ended up being a little bit difficult was because if you look at the blue line there on the daily time frame, the blue line is the 100 EMA, and I think that's the resistance market faced. Okay, so the market faced a lot of resistance at that point, and that's the reason why when we went on the 5-minute time frame, it looked like what we are hoping for or looking for was not given. Okay, so we'll move the vertical line again to the next day. Of course, we'll now go back again to the 5-minute time frame. When we get to the 5-minute time frame, you know the drill already. We'll look for the vertical line once more. We'll find it here. Okay, so of course, remember what the bias of the day is of a bullish, so we need to be looking out for setups that are actually in tune to the bullish move. And of course, this guy's setup is for a sell, so we won't consider this, but we can consider this guy here. Okay, but the thing about this guy is you can see it gave a very nice manipulation initially on the downside after a very slight accumulation here, slight manipulation on the downside, came back up, gave us the confirmation here, but immediately started facing resistance on the 100 EMA. So according to my playbook, this is not my ideal setup, so I wouldn't be jumping on this, and I'm glad that I have setup that actually make me see things like this. All right, I like this music. All right, again we go again to the daily time frame to see what's going on there. So again, we are back on the daily time frame. So I've been able to figure out something, and I would like to show you guys. All right, so I'm going to drop a couple of drawing on some days, the days that I want to point out now. I'm going to drop an indicators on top of them, maybe an icon or an arrow or whatever. Okay, so we have this guy here, and we have this guy here, and we have this guy here, about 3 of them. All right, And of course I'm going to bring this. I'll call it the 100 EMA boundary on the daily. So now I have the 100 EMA boundary on the daily all spotted out. So what I need to do now is come to the recent day, go to the 5-minute time frame. Of course it should be a buy entry for us. You can see it's even in a very buy move, enjoying itself. You see the 100 EMA boundary that I got from the daily time frame, that's it there at the top. So we'll be expecting much resistance once price starts getting to that point, or we can expect price to aggressively take away that spot. Those are the two things that price can do. And yeah, that's that about that. I like this. I like this. I like what I just unlocked right now. So I want to see the behavior of these three candles. Alright, so there are these three candles. I drop stuffs at the top. This is on the daily time frame, okay? Let's go to after the 5 minutes and let's see the behaviors of those days. Okay, so this is the day one. So if you look at these days, they are meant to be buying days. Okay, they are meant to give us buying signals. Okay, but now if you look at this day here, what do you see? Those are the I would call them the what do you call it? Those are the guys that are quite close to the 100 EMA. Okay, those are the only candles that touch the 100 EMA on the daily time frame. So what do I mean? So what I mean is this: you can obviously see once they start touching the 100 EMA, all the selling setup that came in played out fine. This guy played out fine. This guy played out fine. The next day came in. This guy gave a buy setup, wasn't so fantastic. This guy gave a buy setup, okay, was a little bit okay, but didn't give us the full juice. Maybe much later it did. This other day, so there are 3 days. Okay, we have this day, this guy was okay, we have this day, and we have this day. So we have about 3 of them. 3 of them. Okay, man, this is making more sense, bro. Like, this is making more sense, as I tell you, bro. It's making more sense in the sense that bro touched the 100 EMA line the whole day spot. This guy is safe because you can see the arrow is not here, and you can see the buy setup we saw here. The buy setup we saw here ended up being a good one. At least it ended up to be a good one. On this other hand here, you can see the buy setup never came. It came here, but it ended up violating. So if I saw this, I wouldn't be trading on this guy. All right. Then here also, this guy gave a sell setup, which makes sense that you should take it, considering the fact that price was actually in the 100 EMA in the daily, and of course even the setup and everything here was a very good one. And of course, yeah, it was a very good one, very good one, very good one. So the only issue, not an issue rather, the only thing I would say is picking our buyers from the daily actually makes the work very, very, very easy. Okay, because now I can see that if I paid close attention, okay, oh, this wasn't an accumulation, so that guy is off the hook. This also is not accumulation, it's off the hook. Done an accumulation of the hook. This guy sort of gave an accumulation, but you can see it didn't give what was expected. Okay, I like what I see. So with that said, guys, this is nice. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually nice. This is actually nice. Ah, look at this. Okay, delete some of the drains I have here. All right, let's have one more look. Let's look at British pound and see what British pound has for us. We'll just kick it off from here. All right, so I know for sure that price came up at that spot there. Oh, look at that, bro. Look at that, bro. Yeah. Tap in, up, up. So it completed the whole move immediately. Immediately it did. So would have missed out on that particular move there. Okay. Okay. Okay, the next guy here, let's see. This guy too, we're looking for a buy also. You can see swipe up, bang bang, covered it, no need to take it anymore. Bang bang, no need to take it anymore. Okay, we'll move again to the daily time frame, and of course today's price on British pound again, I expect it to give me, if I see a buy setup, of course I'll be jumping on it, like my life depends on it. But just like every other price out there, it just didn't give what we wanted. Although there was an attempt here, swiped down, brought it back up, went back down, brought it back up, maybe held it a little bit, but no, then everything succotash at the end of the day. Alright, but the good thing is we've been able to ascertain a couple of things, which majorly has to do with deciphering or figuring out the directional bias of the day by paying attention to what price is doing on the daily. So if you're able to get the daily time frame to cooperate, then you are most likely good to go. Ugh.